do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the SMU Mustangs. Free State is David Collins, Jessup Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Seminoles head coach before the game. He told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's trying to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Noles ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He might want another play. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for.
I'm about to say that they still have the concern. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. He's going to run it. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Lagway. They make the stop and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And it's gone. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
He's got it. First down and more. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Mustangs are rolling down the field. Might be changing the route. Running inside. It's Miller. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Throwing, Lagway. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points their last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it, and a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays. And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Looking to pass. It's Sperry. He's going for it all. Makes a deep grab. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking down the middle. Working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field.
Makes the catch and he's free. Into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Lagway to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
They go play action with Lagway. Finds space on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now,
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying play action. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. The offense changing the play. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down marker.
great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Back to the ground game on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Berry. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. He sailed and he overthrew it. But I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Direct snap. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Flagway on the play action. He wants to take the top off. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
So now it's second and long. Chance just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Makes the grab on the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He wants to go deep.
his second interception early in this college football season.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To throw, it's Berry. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They already have the lead. They apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Fight 53. Fight 53. Easy. Easy. 347 overload. 347 overload.
Play fake Lagway. Escapes the sack. Time to take a shot. He's got it right on the field. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. The Mustangs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. He wants it all. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw. It's Berry. Quick completion on the out. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. wants to go right back downfield. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it down the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays.
Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the Colorado State Rams. And it's the Badgers looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the pass. Snags it and he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The throw to the outside is complete.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Running to Green. Could be an alley. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back to... Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Today, it's not been easy throwing the ball. You got to give this defense credit because on the back end, they have been there. They have been in the hip pocket of these receivers, making completions very, very difficult to come by. That time, two guys go up for it, and the defense wins again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Lagway wants to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They go play action with Lagway. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Lagway. He's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Past the 45. Smashes through the tackle. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Lagway. Quick strike complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith wants to throw. Got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Seminoles in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Berry. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. To the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. So first down will open up the final period. Lagway on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The quick out, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, there he goes! 20 at the 19.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Noles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Got the quick pass. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. Well, how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Here's Lagway to pass. Under fire. Being chased. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.